All right. Welcome back for another episode of the Frostpunk 2 beta. We were about an hour and 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more into this session here. So we got it on pause now. We are on week 139 out of 300. So seems like we're a little over a third of the way to the 300 week cap. We have a couple issues that we're dealing with. We have limited heat. People are starting to freeze a little bit. We're trying to get our common goods or our goods built up. It seems like we have unfulfilled orders here. We need to get 8 more. We just got our industrial extraction district up with our air transport set up here, which reduced the amount of workers that were necessary for these districts to work. I think to boost up our goods generation, we're going to have to expand our industrial district. And in order to expand, we're going to need 50 heat stamps. Right now, we're at 30. It doesn't take too long to build up. We are now gaining 15 per week. So another week, 2 weeks, and we will have what we need to expand that for sure. As far as getting our heat up, we might have to produce more coal, I believe. Is that true? So we have no coal available in our stockpile. So yes, I believe what we need to do is generate more coal for us to use in our generator. And possibly a good idea would be to get into our research here and, you know, let me get out of the way here so you guys can actually see what's going on the screen. Would be to possibly do a generator update. Actually, I will be right back. I got a little bit of an emergency to deal with, but shouldn't be too long. Alrighty. I am back. Okay, so what we need to focus on next, I believe, is possibly... Oh, we can't because it's not available in this preview. I thought maybe we could do a generator upgrade, but hey, we are not able to do that. So I think what we need to really focus on is advancing our coal mines. Maybe even doing what the charcoal plants here. Let's see what that entails. Charcoal plants. How can we make coal out of wood on a large scale? So basically this is going to allow us to make coal out of charcoal, or make charcoal out of wood, excuse me. So we'll see. Facility that uses a mix of wood combustion and natural bacteria to produce a coal substitute from wood and already spent charcoal. Requires 400 workforce, 150 coal will be output. Disease will be slightly increased, and we get 20 heat demand. I don't know if we want heat demand. These all require heat to be demanded. I'm not sure that that's the best route yet, because we want to try to rise our heat. So advanced coal mine is going to output a lot more coal for us. It's going to require materials, which I think we're generating enough materials now, but if we're not, we can definitely upgrade after we upgrade our coal mine. So let's see the difference between each community and what they entail. So foragers, specialized mine using a large vertical shaft to provide better access to coal deposits, requires 400 workforce, 240 coal will be output, and 60 materials will be demanded. 25 of these cores, and 120 heat stamps. 20 weeks required. Are the amount of weeks required all the same? Yes. So let's see here. Okay, if we go with the machinists, we get less workforce than the foragers. We get more coal output. We have to worry about more squalor. And then we get 60 materials demand, which is the same as foragers. Let's see about the ice bloods. 400, but we get 240 coal output and the same amount of material demand. So it's basically the same as the foragers here. And then we have the technocrats, which I don't think we've put any points into them. And it also looks like to develop this idea, it's going to cost 100 heat stamps, which we don't have just yet, but we will maybe speed up time to gather those real quick so we can advance our coal mines and possibly even expand our coal mine as well. Let's see what we got. What's the difference between these guys and these guys? So 300 workforce. We get more coal output, but then squalor is increased, which is the same as the machinists. So the machinists and the technocrats seem to be pretty similar, and the ice bloods and the foragers seem to be similar. So it's kind of about like, hey, do you want to worry about squalor increasing? If you don't mind it increasing, then you can go with the machinists or the technocrats to boost up your coal output a little bit more. So I think what I want to do is go with the technocrats because we haven't really put too much trust in them, and we're kind of trying to diversify our trust a little bit so we don't have as much tension. But we haven't gotten into too much tension just yet, so we'll see how that all plays out when we get there. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of fast forwarding so we could... Disease weakens our workforce. Steward. The poor conditions in the city take its toll on our people. Disease spreads. Some are so sick they are unable to work. If this continues, it will endanger our ability to sustain the city as our workforce will be decimated. We must act. Ensure there's enough heat, shelter, and food, or consider developing other ideas to combat disease. Okay, so our issue is that we don't have enough coal. It's getting cold and colder outside, and I believe we have enough shelter. Well, okay, I take that back. We need a little bit more shelter, but I'm more concerned about our coal generation. So, we are outputting 300 and requirements are 300. We don't have enough on our stockpile to keep us going. And our heat is limited. Let's see what we have going on here. So we just don't have enough heat. Is this talking about heat stamps? Maybe. We're going to try to boost up our coal generation first and foremost. So let's fast forward. Let's get more coal going. We got our district here. Let's see if we can actually find another place to extract coal. I think there was one up here. Let's see. Extraction district requires 120 heat stamps. There is coal up here. There's some more food in this area as well, which might be needed at some point. But let's go ahead and frost break from here right on over to this coal. Let that go. We'll build up 120 heat stamps. We'll build another extraction district. Hopefully that'll get us some more coal. Looks like our stockpile of materials is starting to run out. It just got even colder. Heat demand has even increased more. So yes, we want to boost up the coal generation here. Frost breaking has been completed. Let's go ahead and... Oh, we don't have enough workforce to do what we need to do. In order to boost up our workforce, it's a good idea to set up these air transports. And those we can put here. So it does it reduces the workforce by 100 to the neighboring district that it's in. So we should see that our workforce, we should see the workforce jump up to 475 after that's completed. And time is running out here. Annie Evans, 15, recently arrived laundress, scrubbing a shirt, lost in her thoughts. I miss her. Go on in, she said. I'll join you later. I was deemed useful. My only merit is that I'm young and fit, haven't lost a hand to frostbite, providing for my family. Life here is so much better than out there, but I miss her. Every day I lose more hope. Will I ever see you again, Mom? You refuse to relax the allowed productive... Okay, yeah. I didn't allow everybody to join the neighborhood, so she probably hates me. Got it. Okay, so... Okay, now we have 507 workforce. Hopefully that's enough to build another district, which it's not. And to gain workforce, I believe... And we need to grow the city. And we might have to build another housing district. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. Let's do... Actually, should I do it over on this side here? No. Nope. I don't want it there. Let's go over here. Why won't it let build? Okay, there it goes. Let's go ahead and go around this side. I don't want to get too close to the coal mine, but let's go ahead and try to stay away from it as much as possible. So there we go. Hopefully that will drive up our workforce a little bit. I hope it does. Let's speed this up. 208 people froze to death in the city. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. It's not my intention to let you freeze. I'm just trying to figure out how we heat the place up a bit more. Technocrats suggest action. Steward, we need more able-bodied workers. Members of the technocrats community insist that they have a solution to this problem. There isn't much work to be done and no one to do it. If we do not resolve this today, tomorrow will become a full crisis. They want to research machine-adjusted shifts to increase workforce. Research machine-adjusted shifts. Let's go ahead and try to do that. Go to the council. Let's see what we have as far as machine help. Let's see here. Where would that even be? Is that something we can even do in the preview? I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't think that it is possible. Food additives, resources. I have an idea that, or I have a feeling that it's in efficiency here and we just can't do it. So I might have just lied to the people and told them that I could do something that I am just unable to do. So I apologize for that. We have some severe tension, greatly increased by severe cold. All right. Yeah, we're having a rough time here. Let's see, we got food depot, fuel depot, goods depot. Okay. So we're paused. I want to try and get more workforce so we can at least try to put our coal mine down, because I believe that's what we need in order to produce more heat, right? Let's check heats. Is there a way to read about heat specifically and how you increase heat? Temperature changes, heat demand increases. When temperature rises, heat demand decreases. Okay. Stockpile fuel like coal or oil and resource depots to be ready for temperature changes. Otherwise, the cold may increase disease and eventually lead to deaths. So it does seem like I do just need to stockpile the coal as much as possible here. Our workforce is very, very limited because a lot of our people are sick. And that is not good. Oh, is this what we needed to do? Worker shifts? Ah, okay. Yep, okay. So this is what they wanted. We'll develop this idea, let machines do work around the clock. Hopefully that kind of gives us some workforce to work with, basically. Okay. Yeah, but things are not looking good right now. Not looking good whatsoever. We need to get our coal production back into shape because it is definitely lacking. Let's see. Let's see what happens when this air transport gets completed and this research completes as well. Because we definitely need some more workforce, or else we're kind of screwed. Oh, nope, 219 more people just died. Not good at all. We might have to start this city over and, you know what, pay attention to our coal a little bit more, because we are running low on coal. It's causing the city to freeze and people to die quite rapidly. We have 357 people or workforce available, so we might be able to get more coal and save this place, but we will see very shortly. Okay, so we kept our promise to the technocrats. The technocrats are delighted you kept your word. They now look upon your rule, more positively and consider you a leader with integrity. Because you kept your promise to research machine-adjusted shifts, relations with technocrats improve. Trust rises. Beautiful. So, my hope is that that would have driven up the workforce a little bit. And maybe that'll give us a little bit more coal output. I'm hoping. Technocrats suggest action. Steward, we're struggling with cold. A group of technocrats have come forward with an idea. We should research blasting coal mine. Let us pursue it and the city will benefit. Hey, Kami. They look with distrust at what other communities propose. They would surely appreciate getting behind their idea. The technocrats want to research blasting coal mine to solve problems with the coal. Yeah, let's go ahead and try researching blasting coal mines. Let's see. Is this what they're suggesting? Yes. Advanced coal mines. We're gonna develop this idea. Hopefully this will save our city from the cold. Okay, we have another issue over here where our resource deposit is nearly depleted. It says that there's only 27 more weeks of wood remaining. So we're gonna have to expand that soon as well. Let's see. I don't think we need to pass a new vote just yet. Says new law is available. Voting in 7 weeks. See, we got a new building as well. Extraction. We got dust coal mine and untreated wood sawmill. We can't afford those because we definitely don't have the workforce for them. What I'm really interested in at this time is another extraction district. If we can somehow get our workforce bumped up to 600, which is proving to be a little bit tricky here. Just when you thought the game was going smoothly, it turns for the worst. I tried to boost up our workforce by putting these air transports in place, but it didn't help that much. Not as much as I would have hoped for. We have quite a few everywhere else, so there's not much more we can do to help our workforce. So it's kind of like we're sitting ducks, so sad. Extremely cold. Increased by material scarcity, squalor. And we have severe disease, which is slightly increased by our coal mine. Yeah, we're kind of at a standstill right now because we need this advanced coal mine to complete in hopes that we'll generate enough coal to produce more heat so people can stop being sick. And we got a storm hitting the city right now, so let's... Oh, this is interesting. I haven't seen a storm like this before. Let's get real close here. The alarms are blaring. The streets have run red. It honestly looks like a bunch of smog just blowing through, to be honest. Not much of a storm. The cold is catastrophic at this point. It's real bad. My people are like all pretty much just sick at this point. They're in their houses hiding, trying to recover from the cold. And it's just not looking good for them at all. All we can do is kind of wait for this heat to rise. Hope that our research for the advanced coal mines finishes and heats things up just a little bit. 87 more people are sick. 1,000 are absent from work. And that seems to go up and down as time moves on as well. I'm hoping once this heat wave comes, then things will adjust a little bit more in our favor. Let's just go ahead and speed through this a little bit. We broke our word. Research dutiful youth. We failed. They are not gonna like us too much. Cold calculation. Catastrophic cold. Steward, there's hardly any place left in the city that's even somewhat warm. We don't generate enough heat to supply all districts. Maybe we should establish priorities? We could remove heat from workplaces, but that will make them less effective. On the other hand, if we cut heat to people's dwellings, it will endanger the most fragile. What should we do? I think it's probably a good idea to heat the houses so less people are sick. And then we could just try our best to get that that other coal district, extraction district going. We must place our citizens' well-being above all. Coal is decreased. Resource production efficiently is slightly decreased. Resource production efficiently is increased. Coal is significantly increased. No need for drastic measures. We will solve the issue on our own terms. This will never be brought up again. So I feel like we are pretty close to increasing the productivity of our coal mines. So it's possible we won't need to take drastic measures. I'm gonna go with that in hopes that this will all smooth out when it heats up a little bit in a couple of days here. So close. 380 people froze to death. Steward, the people no longer trust you. The situation doesn't improve. The council will demand a vote of confidence disputing your leadership. If you fail that vote, it will be the end of your rule. I'll turn this around. Thank you. Let's go ahead and slow time down. So we can just take a better look at what's going on here. This district is not working, which is a housing district. Needs repair. 100 heat stamps. Okay, we'll just go ahead and do that. So it's still not working. Why? Lack of workforce. Needs 100. There's 152. We got plus 100 from air transport. I'm not... Okay, so it is working now. Okay. It just changed within the last second or two of me looking at it. Our resources here are running slim. How about our resources here? We still have 124,000 here. But what's the issue? Why is it saying it's nearly depleted? We have 117 weeks left. I think that's fine for right now. No active research is going on. Okay. This used to be at 300. What happened to where... Oh, wow. Why? Wait, no. Why is it less? It was at 300. Now it's at 150. But I didn't choose to make it less productive. Was it because people don't trust me now? Oh, man. This is tough. A lot of tough decisions to make in this game. A lot different decisions than in Frostpunk 1, that's for sure. And making the wrong decisions could leave you stranded. Let's go ahead and do machine adjusted shifts. This wasn't here before. 39 against, 41 for. And it looks like we can pressure the delegates, so let's go ahead and vote. Okay, it's looking good.
The eyes have it.
Nice. The law got passed. So what did that do? That, I believe that was supposed to give us more workforce back, since there's going to be machines working at the mines. It does look like this jumped back up to 300 from 150. So that's good. I was hoping that it would jump up more than that, but it did not. We need to be able to stockpile this stuff, but we don't have enough workforce to even get another coal mine going. So what do? We can't expand. Demolish this building? No. We don't want to do that either. Let's just try to get through this dang storm here. If we can get through this storm, I feel like we'll be in a much better place. So, come on. We'll just speed through this here and see what exactly will happen. New building proposed by foragers, the deep shaft coal mine. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, so we just passed this machine adjusted shifts. Now they want this? I don't think so. Not today. Oh, wrong one. I meant to go to research. Let's see, charcoal plants, sawmills, ironworks, woodworks, goods factory. Where exactly are these coal mines that they're suggesting? Okay, so the whiteout has passed. We made it through the storm, but it was relatively short. When the next one comes, it will be worse. In the past, whiteouts devastated all of our expansion attempts. We mustn't let it happen again. We must find a permanent source of fuel before another, more severe one comes our way. Our expedition teams must hurry. It's only a matter of time before another hits us. The storm has passed. We will be ready. Okay. So I also need to figure out how to get a food colony, a fuel colony, and a materials colony. And I think that means that we need to expand using a logistics district. And we use those by going outside of our city here. But are we really ready for that? I don't know if we have much of a choice, but we also just don't have the workforce to deal with it, so we might just kind of be screwed here. And yeah, we're running out of time before another storm hits and basically eradicates our town here. We got enough heat stamps to do whatever we need to do, but we just don't have enough workforce to do anything, really. There's literally nothing we can do. Yeah, we can create hubs, but hubs don't help us in this situation. I thought we would generate enough coal to at least help these sick people. Maybe there is some research that we can do to help the sick get better. These require workforce. Increase heat stamp, or this one increases heat stamp income. So I'm not too concerned about heat stamp income. What I want to do is reduce, we need hospitals. We need hospitals for sure. Okay, so if we go with the ice bloods, it's gonna decrease disease significantly. Growth is slightly increased as well. Let's go ahead and develop this idea. Because we need our people to get better. We need our workforce to grow. Hopefully when this one passes, we will be able to build a hospital and make people better. Our workforce will grow. We can get more coal generation, maybe even a logistics district, hopefully. 39 people have recovered and returned to the workforce. That's a good sign. Okay. New building proposed by the Ice Bloods. Recovery hospital requires 200 workforce and 100 heat stamps. Great. We don't have the workforce. So let's speed time up. See if the workforce increases. It just jumped up about 40. Let's see. Ice Bloods began protesting. Steward, the Ice Bloods have been growing skeptical towards the direction you lead the city in. Now, they decided to protest, blocking all activity in the district. This city is changing, and for the worse. More decisions like this, and it will endanger everything we stand for. They demand you repeal machine-adjusted shifts. They will keep protesting until you respect their demand or force them to disperse. They also dislike mandatory school, mass-produced goods, and chemical drum hothouse. Okay. Then let's repeal it. Let's go with this one instead. Everybody vote. Is it gonna happen? We don't know. We need 51 votes. It got rejected. That was the first time we've seen a law get rejected. That's a bummer. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna get even more pissed. This district is not working. Because there's a protest happening. Your playthrough will time out in 50 weeks. Oh my goodness. I got thrown out of office. Oh my goodness. Didn't even make it the full 300 weeks. That's a bummer. Alright. On that note, I'm actually just gonna call this episode a short one. At least you kind of see what the game's about. What happens if you make some wrong decisions. How hard it is to make the right decisions. And, you know, you get a good idea of how this game actually kind of works. At least in this Utopia builder preview. But, yeah. If you've enjoyed the 2 parts of Frostpunk 2 beta that I've showed you, and you're looking forward to the entire full release of Frostpunk 2 and you want me to play it, make sure to give me some thumbs up, leave some comments below, and, you know, subscribe if you want to see some more content from me in the future. Alright, see ya.